this time, I'd like to turn it over to our field manager, Stubby Clapp. Stubby.
First of all, welcome to Troy. If you guys haven't been here before, if you haven't been to the stadium, as you can see, it's probably one of the best facilities, not only in the New York Penn League, but in minor league baseball. It's not too often that guys at this age, at this young caliber, fresh out of college, get to come and compete in a facility like this. So this is truly something special here, so you guys are getting to be a part of this today. Second of all, I would also like to thank you guys at the Hall of Fame. I got to tour on the 12th. Is Anna here? Is she?
She's up with the artifacts.
Okay, she's over with the artifacts. Okay, she kind of helped me. And that was my first go-around at the Hall of Fame. And I had my two young boys and my wife with me. And I just want to say thank you for the job you guys did there. I didn't nearly have enough time to see and do and experience everything that you guys have put together there that I needed to. And I truly like to say thank you, because that was a special visit for me. I don't know if I'll ever get to go back or not. I will definitely try. And what you guys did there was real special. I guess I'm just going to kind of give you a little layout of baseball and how baseball is a funny game. In regards to, I'm a hockey player. I was born and raised hockey. I played hockey my whole life. I played 3 years of junior V before I committed 100% to baseball. I played baseball in the summer because my dad played baseball. I grew up following him around the softball fields, and that's where I fell in love with the game of baseball itself. After hockey was kind of coming towards the end, I had to make a decision whether I was going to play hockey or baseball. Baseball chose me. It paid for my education at the time. It gave me a better scholarship than what hockey could offer at the time. Obviously, I'm not very big, so even being on skates, I don't even know if I reached 6 foot on skates. so I chose baseball, and baseball gave me a life that I can never replace with what I've done. It gave me an education. I ended up going to university in Montreal for a year at a baseball academy called the Academy de Baseball Canada. I'm sure you guys, somewhere down the line, you guys might run into that program where they come over to Vermont and play against the colleges over here in Vermont and stuff like that. I was a part of one of their first programs. And then from there, I went over to a junior college in Texas, Paris Junior College, just shy of Dallas. And I graduated from there. I went on to Texas Tech to study sports medicine. And that was my whole goal in life, was to be a doctor. When I went south for my education, I figured if someone's going to pay for my education, I'm going to be a doctor, and that was my whole premise behind it. And I tell you what, baseball gave me a different reason to survive. It really did. A real long story short, I didn't even know what the Major League Baseball draft was. My junior year at Texas Tech, I got called into the office from my coaches, and when I was going in there, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I kept my GPA up because I had a dual scholarship, academic and athletic. So I kept my GPA up so I could keep my stipend. I hadn't been out drinking at the bars or anything like that. I was pretty square. I had been attending colleges or attending classes, didn't mess up, anything like that. And so everything's going through my head. Why am I being called into the office? Well, Larry Hayes, who was our coach at the time, he says, if you get drafted, you're going to go. And he had me stumped. I just looked at him dead square in the eyes. I said, sir, I'm Canadian. I can't fight for your army. And that's the true story. I had no idea what the MLB draft was. So he kind of brought me back up to speed. He said, no, he said, seriously, he said, in the Major League draft, I said, well, I don't know. Do I have time to think about it? Yeah. He said, well, he's like, did you know you were going to get drafted? I said, I have no idea. He says, nobody's ever talked to you about being drafted, or nobody's wanted to be your liaison to the draft. I said, I haven't talked to anybody, so I got no idea. He says, well, I got a good inkling that you're going to get drafted, and if you're going to go play professional, we didn't know, so we can replace you. So long story short, I had no clue what MLB was. And now I find myself in this position, which that was '96 when I got drafted. We're 2011 now, and I'm still kicking on baseball. I live, eat, and breathe it. I love it. I'm trying to raise my family on it. I don't know if my boys like it as much as I do right now, but they love coming to the field and hanging out with Bill and the grounds crew. They turn sprinklers on for them anyways. But apart from just the playing side of baseball, there is so much in this game that I've learned since I've stopped playing that this game can offer. From front office to player development to agents to scouting, and it's endless. You know, we have interns here that help out here, and they go on to be sometimes they go on to be GMs, assistant GMs, and they work their way up the ranks. And it's amazing what this game can offer if you truly have the passion for it and you just pay attention. I learned a long time ago that you don't always have to see the obvious. You know, sometimes there's a little hidden innuendos in the game, and then if you learn to pick those up, it puts you a step ahead of the rest. And that's something that I've started to take into my coaching aspect, because I was very green as a player. They told me I couldn't go first or third with 2 outs, because if I make the third out of third, I said, well, I'll prove you wrong. And of course I get thrown out, and that was me being green. I didn't understand that concept. So taking that idea now into coaching and trying to promote not only the player development side of things, but the business aspect of it, and trying to be a role model for the kids is important. And what you guys are doing with the Hall of Fame and doing your internships, the levels and the abilities that you guys are going to have since you guys have been a part of that program are going to be endless for you guys. And you guys are going to leave lasting legacies wherever you guys go and be able to be role models, not only for players, but for young students that are coming up behind y'all. And there's nothing better than the game of baseball. I promise you. I've played hockey for I don't know how many years, and I love hockey to death. I played football coming up through high school. I love football. I ran track and field. I did all those fun things. But baseball is unbelievable. Seeing the world for free through baseball. Played in 2 Olympics, played in 2 World Baseball Classics, played in the big leagues for free. They actually paid me to play in the big leagues. I couldn't believe they did that, but it was kind of cool. But on the international scene, I mean, especially what you guys are doing, there's so much help needed besides just being the athlete. God, I can't even think about the amount of. I'm thinking about Beijing right now, and the amount of help that went into putting on that Olympics was unbelievable. There wasn't a door. I didn't touch a door in Beijing. I did not touch a door in Beijing. There was somebody at every single door of every venue that you went through, whether it was walking into a bathroom or whether it was just walking into the eatery, the mess hall. There was someone to open up a door and greet you. Okay, so again, this game and sports itself is endless, and you know, I commend you guys for doing your internship at the Hall of Fame. I'm actually kind of jealous. If I could go back and do an internship while I was coaching there, I would be all over it. I don't know if my wife would like me giving up any more time than I do, but I would do it. So, but I'd just like to say thank you guys. Thank you for having me, and thank you guys for coming here. And I hope your experience tonight is fun. I can't guarantee anything, but I can tell you that these guys play hard. Okay. Yesterday we had fireworks upon fireworks. We had a power surge yesterday. So let's hope it continues today, and we get to put some runs up on the board, and you guys get to see some good baseball. Thank you. Thank you.